Hey, welcome along to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program Episode 2. Oh yeah! In which we figure out that we need to spend some science that we don't have. So, seems something strange has happened here. Maybe I forgot to save our game after our first effort, but that's okay. It should only take a couple of seconds to rectify this situation. Let's do some sciencing. Have 3 of those. Since we're bringing everything back, that's all good. We'll fix that as well. Let's see, we've got no contracts, so before we do that, let's go back and get some contracts.
Oh,
Okay, we'll do some sciencing. I'm going to launch our... Right. Don't know what's going on here, but here we go. We have a spacecraft. We're going to launch a spacecraft. One change that we have made since the first video, I am running for science, just to make sure I don't miss any science, because why not? Okay, so let's launch our spacecraft. SAS mode is on. Check to make sure all our controls are functioning normally. I don't know how we can roll when we're on the ground, but that's fine. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, bang! Spacecraft goes really fast up in the air and eventually starts going really fast down. Let's observe some mystery goo because we can. We are now falling out of the sky. I'll probably turn off SAS. Or maybe we don't want to do that. We should launch a parachute, turn off SAS. As soon as the parachute deploys, we should flip around and go tail first into the water. Go, and we're going down to the icy depths, except they're probably not really very icy or depthy, since we'll float. Unless I've done something hideously wrong, we will float. For science should deploy the goo canister once we land on the water and get us some more sciencing, because who doesn't love a bit of good sciencing? Here we go, and sploosh. Crew report. It doesn't look like we got a mystery goo report. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening with For Science at the moment. Seems like it should be sciencing, but isn't. well, apparently we didn't gather any scientific data from Kerbal either. I guess I really do suck at this game. But okay, we got 35 science, that's probably not too bad. Okay, so let's spend some science. Let's get some basic rocketry all up in here. And that. We've got enough for one more, so let's go with those. Stability would have probably been nice, but we'll do that next time round. Survivability, they're only Kerbals, who cares? Let's go have a look at mission control. We've got no active missions at the moment, so let's get some. Let's test that and test that. Okay, here we go. Our untitled spacecraft is going to get some modifications. Let's check to see what our missions are. Okay, so we need to test a liquid fuel engine. Just have to test it on Kerbal and land, so that doesn't seem to. We have to get to 4,000 to 10,000 feet. Okay, let's get rid of that. Put a stacked decoupler in there. Actually, before we put a stacked decoupler in there, let's put a science module and a couple of goo containers. And now we need Mark 16 parachute, which we have. That's good then. We only need to test it between 4,000 and 10,000 meters and traveling quite slowly. Okay. This should not be a huge technical challenge for us. Okay, and a motor. Which one did we need to test? The 45, so the swivel. Alright, okay, everything looks quite reasonable there. Yep, we fire that, then we'd fire that, then we... Okay. All simple and straightforward things happening in the world. Nothing to be too concerned about. So, let's go flying. Observe some mystery go here on the ground because we haven't done that yet. Right. 3, 2, 1, bang! Go, we've successfully tested our parachute as well. So yay us. Now all we have to do is successfully land. Okay, our parachute opens. And we slowly descend onto the water. Not sure what's going on with For Science, because it should be detecting a lot more of these things. So we're not sure what's going on. We're going to investigate next time I do a break. This is obviously a new version of For Science. I believe it's version 1.3, as we're running 1.1 version of Kerbal Space Program. It is the only add-on we're running, so nothing should be interfering with it. But we'll investigate and figure out what's going on. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, we earn plenty more science. And we're going to go and spend that science. Survivability, because we do kind of like our N18 for that. Okay, we've got very little science left, but that's okay. Again, we've got no missions, so let's get rid of these. I hate these shitty missions where you have to go to a specific place. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. We're flying a lot slower. Similar kind of altitude. Let's do that. There's quite a lot of overlap there, so let's also test this one. We'll build ourselves a special spacecraft for this one. Let's actually, no, I want that. Actually, we do still want that, don't we? Just trying to figure out what our best option is here. Okay, it's fairly small spacecraft. Okay, we'll try and save ourselves some money by taking out the monopropellant. I always forget to do that for some reason. Right. Nothing concerning about this vessel, that's good. Okay, so we've got a Mark 16. We want to get to between 4,000 and 9,000 and less than 210. So we also want to be between 2,000 and 9,000. Okay, so let's stick drogue chute. Let's have 2 drogue chutes. Okay. Drogue chutes go first. Okay. Let's go flying. I'm going to start off with full power. We want to get up to our altitude quite quickly. Pretty sure I stuffed it up, so let's revert to the launch. There's nothing wrong with it per se. Okay, let's try doing this about 3/4 power. 3, 2, 1, bang! Quite sure why this one did not fire. We've successfully completed one of the 2, but I'm not sure why we didn't complete the other one. Okay, we have a Mark II. There they are right there. Unless I've put the wrong ones on. It's a Mark 12. It's a Mark II arrow we're supposed to have, not a Mark 12. Okay. My mistake. Can't read, apparently. And we'll just wait till we eventually we will hit the water. Boring. Go faster. And here we go. Splash. Okay, so we'll fix our spacecraft. Got no real science value, but that's okay. We weren't really planning on any science value. So, let's see if we can do this test at the same time that we're flying. Now let's take those off. Chuck them away. Let's see. There we go. The Mark IIR is what we wanted. They are quite large. Okay, is that what we wanted? It does appear to be what we wanted. And a swivel. Okay. Yep. Let's go flying. Are you ready, boys and girls? 3, 2, 1, bang! There we go. All our parachutes are fired. We can now fall out of the sky. We don't really need a Mark 16 if we've got the others, so let's just fall out of the air. Whee! Falling, falling, falling. Keep our rocket falling. Falling through the sky. Sorry about that. Okay, we're slowly falling to Kerbal. Sorry. We'll try and make it go faster because it's boring as hell just sitting here watching it fall through the air. And now it's basically just stopped. But okay, here we go. Eventually we will hit the ground. Well, actually hit the water. Set that up to drop to 1 times time when we get to about 100 meters above, because we don't want to risk a time acceleration bug causing us to crash. So about there we'll drop back to normal time. There we go. Yeah. Water in 1.1 looks so much prettier than it used to. Okay, let our friend Jeremiah go outside and get some more sciencing. There we go. Oh, look at that. He got 20 science just for stepping out the door. Okay. So let's see what else we can find. Okay. Let's test that. And that. We'll try and pick up all these little simple ones before we try and do something significant. I'm sure the next video will be doing interesting and significant things. Right now we're just trying to score the money. As someone famous once said in some movie, show me the money. Was it a Reliant? No, it's a Terrier we want. That one. What are the specs on the Terrier? Okay, it's pretty anemic. So before we do that, might give it a little bit more fuel to burn. That will probably help it a little bit. And we need to get over 260 meters per second and above 2,000 feet to test our drogue chutes. Okay, I think we can probably do that, but let's fix this by moving those to there. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, lie down on the floor and keep calm. Our rocket is going up in 3, 2, 1, bang! Okay, maybe even with 100% throttle, this rocket engine is not capable of even getting us off the ground. Okay, well, that's no use, is it? Luckily, we did manage to successfully test the rocket engine. So let's get rid of that little tiny piece of shite. Be gone, piece of shite. Let's put a big boy on there. And we'll go back and see if we can find a job to test the big boy. Looking for a job to test the Reliant. No, there is no jobs to test anything. Actually, we could do that one. Okay. Gonna change our plan and stick the Thud on there. With a name like Thud, it's got to be... Okay, individually it's not very thrusty, but I bet that if we stick 3 of them on, we should have enough thrust. Don't know how it decides what to stick where, but sometimes the logic behind staging just escapes me. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, lie down on the floor and keep calm, because this time we are going up. 3, 2, 1, bang! stroke chutes just slow us down because that's what they're there for. Poor old Jebediah looks a little bit scared, but it's your job, Jeb. Okay, oh, we're slowly falling through the air. This time we're not going to fire the actual stopping parachute until we get down to about 1,000 meters. Maybe a little bit under 1,000 meters. Look at that, we're drifting down slowly. Below 1,000 meters now. We're trying to wait a little while before we deploy our parachute, or we're pretty much going to just stop in mid-air. Should give us enough time for the canopy to deploy properly. There we go. Floating down slowly. Slowly. Jebediah is watching the parachute by the look of it. Okay, folks. We're going to put a cut in here very shortly. I'm going to have a quick look at why Force Science doesn't seem to be sciencing as well as it should. I'm going to take a quick break and on to part 3. So, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Okay, I'm Mr. A. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.